So this equation you should remember. This is the basic H parameter model for any two-port network, not for transistor. This is the basic H parameter model equation for any transistor, any two-port network. See, usually V1 and I1 are the input parameters, right? V1 is the input voltage, I1 is the input current. Hybrid, we will take V1 and I will take I2. I will take one parameter from input, one parameter from output. So V1, I2. And this side, I will be changing the order. See here, first I have written V1 and next I have written I2. Now I will write I first, then I will write V. And already I have taken I2, so naturally I have to write I1. Already I have taken V1, so I have to take V2. Okay, even H parameter model equation you should not by heart. You should be able to write of your own anytime whenever it is being asked, because it's very simple to remember. So V1, I1 is the input parameters, but instead of I1, since it is hybrid nale a mixed. You don't take the same combination, right? So V1, I2. And since I've taken V and then I here I will be taking I and then V. So since I've taken V1, I2, here I have taken I1, V2. And this parameter, this matrix 2 by 2 matrix is same 1, 1, H11, 1, 2, 2, 1, and 2. So this is the first row. So see the suffix starts from 1. So 1, 1, 1, 2. First row, first element, first row, second element. Second row, first element, second row, second element. So H11, H22. So if you write this H parameter model equation correctly, then things are going to be very, very easy. Now expand this matrix. So if you expand the matrix, you get two equations. See here, V1 equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. This is the first equation. I2 equal to H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. This is your second equation. You are seeing the two equations now, right? So in the two equations, can anybody say how many unknown parameters are there? How many known parameters are there? See the two equations which I have ticked on the screen. So in the two equations, you have so many variables. I want to clearly know what is known to you and what is unknown to you. Can anybody say that? You see the equations on your screen, and I want you to say what parameters are known to you and what parameters are unknown to you. See, I don't know anything about the two-port network, correct? So what is unknown then? What is unknown in the equation?
H11,
H1.
H12, H21, and H22.
Yes. All the H parameters are unknown to me because I don't know what is the value of those parameters. But what is known to me, I have control over what voltage I am applying to the input V1, what current that is entering my network I1. This is the input side. At the output side, I will measure what is V2 and I will measure what is the output current I2. So these four parameters are in my hand. V1, I1, V2, I2. These four parameters I know. And these four parameters I don't know, H11, H12, H21, and H22. So I'm going to write all these parameters in terms of V and I so that I can find the expression for all the unknown parameters. Okay, so now it is very simple. We'll take the first equation. So in the first equation, I am going to put V2 equal to 0. Okay, in the first equation, if you put V2 is equal to 0, what will you get? The first equation, put V2 is equal to 0. What will you get?
V1 is equal to H11.
V1 equal to H11 I1. From that, I can find H11, right? H11 equal to V1 by I1. And now I am getting H11, I am putting V2 equal to 0. So if you want to find H11, you have to put V2 is equal to 0. What is the implication of putting V2 equal to 0? V2 equal to 0 means what? What does that mean? You should studied in BW. Putting V2 equal to 0 is equivalent to what? How do you call it as? When current is 0, what is that condition called?
Open circuit.
When voltage is 0, what is that condition called?
Short circuit, sir.
I got some answer.
Short circuit.
Very good. So when V2 equal to 0 means I'm going to short circuit. You are going to short circuit what? I'm going to short circuit the output port. Short circuiting means I'm just replacing the output port by a wire. So in the diagram, if you see, I'll be replacing this by a wire. This is short circuit. Okay, so V2 equal to 0 means I'm going to short circuit my output port. In the second equation also, for V2 is equal to 0, you will get I2 equal to H21 I1 and H21 equal to I2 by I1 with V2 equal to 0. This is also short circuiting my output port. So for getting one set of H parameters, I have to short circuit my port number 2, or port number 2 is your output port. So I'm to short circuit port number 2. And H11, you see it is V1 by I1. V by I, as per Ohm's law, V by I is going to be R. Generally, I'm going to call it as impedance. And since both the suffixes are going to be 1, I'm going to call it as input impedance. You know, 1 means input port, 2 means output port, right? So V1 by I1 is called as input impedance. Okay, and you know the unit of input impedance is ohms. And see H21 I2 by I1. So output current by input current. So it is going to be forward current gain. And you know both are in current, so it is going to have no unit. So it is going to be a ratio. So it is going to have no unit. So already we have seen H parameters, right? 4 H parameters we have seen: input impedance, forward current gain, reverse voltage gain, output admittance. Same thing only you will get here. So in the two equations, first possibility I put V2 is equal to 0. So next to what thing I should make 0? What parameter I
I1
should
equal to
make?
0.
You have to make
I1 as 0.
I1 equal to 0. Very good. So and you know when current is going to be 0, you are going to call it as open circuiting. So I'm going to open circuit my input side. Open circuit means what? You are going to leave it open. You are not going to connect anything in the input side. But for one side, for first two parameters, I short circuited my output port. For the last two parameters, I'm going to open circuit my input port. That is why it is called as hybrid. I'm not doing the same open circuit on both sides. I am not doing the same short circuit on both sides. So if I do short circuit in port number 2, I'll be doing open circuit in port number 1. Hybrid nalle, it's just like mixed or opposite. You will do something really opposite on both sides. Now you see when you put I1 is equal to 0, you get V1 equal to H12 into V2, or H12 equal to V1 by V2. V1 input voltage, V2 output voltage, so it is reverse voltage gain. Why reverse voltage gain? Normal voltage gain na V2 by V1. But since the order is reversed, it is called as reverse voltage gain. So both the ratios are in voltage, so this will not have any unit. It will be expressed as a ratio. And the second equation, if you put I1 equal to 0, you'll be getting I2 equal to H22 into V2, H22 equal to I2 by V2. And you know V by I is current, V by I is resistance, I by V is conductance. In general terms, we call it as admittance. And see the suffix of both, it is going to be 2. So 2 means it refers to port number 2, so it is called as output admittance. And you know the unit of admittance is either you can call it as ohm inverse, you know, ohm power minus 1. So either you can call it as ohm inverse, or you can call it as mho, or you can call it as Siemens. Or some books will write this as MHO, mho. That is also correct. So many units are there for admittance. So these are the 4 parameters of H parameters we have seen. I'll just recollect: input impedance, forward current gain. For these 2 parameters, I'll be putting V2 equal to 0, or I'm going to short circuit my output port. H22 and H12, I'm going to open circuit my input port. So if I do that, I will get all the 4 parameters in terms of the known parameters V1, I1, V2, and I2. Okay, and from this I can draw the H parameter equivalent diagram. See, this diagram is from the 2 equations. See the 2 equations. V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 I2. So V1 equal to, it is just like, you know, voltage gets added in series, correct? So everything plus, so you have to draw this element and this element in series. You understand? See the first equation. See, Any equation given, you can convert it into a diagram. Any diagram given, you can convert it into an equation. So both the things we can do in circuit theory, correct? So here, what is given? I have given the equation. I'm going to convert the equation into a circuit diagram. Since I have V1 equal to, voltage gets added in series. So I have to connect these two components in series. And V is equal to I into R. So this H11 will look like a resistance. And here you see V1 equal to H12 into V2. So it is just like a scaled version of an voltage source. So, and these two will be in series. So if I draw the first equation, see here, V1 equal to H11, it is just like a resistance H11 into I1, and it is an voltage source plus H12 into V2. You see, all the elements are in series. A series because I am measuring voltage. I have the equation in terms of voltage. Second equation, you see, I is equal to, when will current gets added? When will current get added? When will current get added? Voltage will get added in series. Current will get added in, you will study in BW, right? When will you add current, or when will the current be same? In the case the current same or in the case the current will be added. Please answer this question. When will current be additive, or when will current be same? Rishi, you are there? Rishi, you are there or not? Nobody is there in the class.
Yes,
Rajeshwar,
sir.
Rajeshwar,
Parallel combination, sir.
parallel. What happens to current? Additive, or it's going to be same?
Additive.
Additive, yes. So you see the output side, I2 equal to. So since you have plus here, you need to draw these two in parallel. And this is, whenever you get same current multiplied, it is going to be a current source. Whenever you are going to have an voltage multiplied, it is going to be a resistance or conductance. So see here, I2 is equal to H22 into V2 plus H21 into I1. See, that's what hybrid parameters, that's why they are called hybrid, because input side everything is in series, output side everything is in parallel. And input side I have a dependent voltage source, output side I have a dependent current source. And since the current is flowing towards the network, the current direction will be down. Here also the current direction will be going from top to, it will be going like this from top to bottom. That's why this having a polarity plus current entering node is positive, leaving node is negative. Anybody is having doubts in this diagram? See, this diagram is just the representation of the two equations. See, as electronics and communication engineers, what skill is expected out of us is we should be able to do anything easily. See, when a circuit is given, if you analyze the circuit, you can write the equation that is called as circuit analysis. You have one more thing called as synthesis. Synthesis na enna meaning? Na reverse. Equation is given. Am I able to draw the circuit from the equation? That is called as circuit synthesis. So we should be thorough in both. Okay, we should be very much thorough in both. So any doubts you have in this diagram, please let me know. I'm going to pause here for a few seconds. Okay, fine. Assuming there are no doubts. Now see the same units what I told, H11 is input impedance, so it is unit is ohm. H22 is output admittance, so the unit is ohm inverse or mho or Siemens. 1, 2 and 2, 1 are dimensionless. 1, 2 is reverse voltage gain, 2, 1 is forward current gain. So each of the parameters are different. You see, they are not same. So it is called as hybrid parameter. They are not alike. Even the parameters are not same, the units are not same, they are completely different, they're very hybrid, so it is called as hybrid parameters. So commonly for transistor, we'll be doing some changes to these H parameters. Lighting notation 1 it is input impedance, so I'll replace 1 by I. Okay, and 2 is output admittance, so I'll replace 2 by O. It is not 0, it is O. Okay, and H21 forward current gain, I'll replace 21 by F. Reverse voltage gain, I'll be replacing 12 by R. So these are the changes I'll be doing as per IEEE notation. IEEE is a organization which will standardize everything. See, all over the world, everybody is using H parameters, right? So if everybody is using the same H parameter, there should not be confusion anywhere, right? So if you standardize and say that instead of input, I'm going to use I. Instead of output, I'm going to use O. Instead of forward current gain, I'm going to use F. Instead of reverse current gain, I'm going to use R. Then everybody will be using it all around the world in the same way. So now if you bring in this notation, and as we number common emitter பார்த்தோம் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? So HIE. H indicates hybrid, I indicates input impedance, and E indicates common emitter. And you know this HIE is called as input impedance. It's called as short circuit input impedance because for measuring HIE, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? I'll be putting V2 equal to 0. So it is called as short circuit input impedance. And HFE பாருங்க same. H is hybrid, F is forward current gain, and E is going to be common emitter. HFE is also called as forward current gain, but it is also measured in short circuit way. Short circuit way now, it is also measured by putting V2 equal to 0. That is why it is called, they are attaching the name short circuit before the actual name. HOE, output admittance I know, and how it is found by open circuiting the input side, or I'm making I1 equal to 0. So it is called as open circuit output admittance. And last one, HRE paranga. H is hybrid, R is reverse voltage gain, and E is going to be common emitter. So it is reverse voltage gain. And how I am measuring it? I am measuring it by open circuiting the input current, or I am making I1 equal to 0. So it is called as open circuit reverse voltage gain. So what we are doing, we are learning first everything in terms of H11, 12, 21, and 22, and then we are renaming this as per IEEE convention. So H11 will become HIE for common emitter configuration. H12 will become HRE for common emitter configuration. H21 will become HFE for common emitter configuration. Okay, and H22 will become HOE for common emitter configuration. H0E is HOE. Okay, it is out. Common base are all these E's will be replaced by B. Common collector are all these E will be replaced by C. Simple. Nothing else to by heart. Okay. So now you see the same diagram is redrawn with I notation. So in the diagram, 1 is replaced by I. So see here HI. 2 is replaced by HR. Okay, wow. H21 is replaced by HF. And H22 is replaced by HO. They did not put HIE, HRE, HFE, HOE because it is a very general diagram. This diagram can be used for any of the transistor models, common base, common emitter, or common collector. You can use it for any of the transistor configuration. Only thing, HIE பக்கத்துல கூட ஒரு E போடணும் அவ்வளவுதான். Otherwise, the thing is going to be same. This is the generalized H parameter model for your transistor. You can, from this diagram, you can draw 3 separate diagrams for common base configuration, common emitter configuration, and common collector configuration. Okay. So this diagram you should understand. And for drawing this diagram, you should not mug up. What you should do, you should remember the two equation. The two equation is strong on ஞாபகம் வச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா first equation, voltage is getting added. So in the input side, you have to draw everything in series. Second equation, current is getting added. So in the output side, you have to draw everything in parallel. That's how we got this diagram. I am fine tuning this diagram to replace the H11, 12, 21, 22 by IEEE notation. So H11 will be called as HI, H12 will be called as HR, H21 will be called as HF, and H22 will be called as H0. That is what is drawn.